Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic we are going to get into, it seems like we now have the proof that Tesla has dropped a bunch of demo discounted Tesla Model Ys in inventory, and the discounts are pretty substantial. We're talking, I just took a look, it was like over 80 to 100 demo discounted vehicles that are across the country that are all for sale, all brand new, and you can get a special extra discount with what, 3 to 4 days left in the month right now. If you can turn it around quickly, if you got your financing all squared away, if you got your cash all ready to go, this is the time. If you're looking to get a deal on a Tesla Model Y or really any Tesla at this point, to get a deal by the end of the month. But we're going to get into that. But before we get into any of that, let's roll. Usually this is where I roll my intro, but as you can tell, we are on the road, we are traveling. So thank you. My name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has links to all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got Gene, Matthias. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, just get the ultimate Tesla buying guide, check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. So whoops, we don't got the live stream chatted on, so let's see if we can put this. We don't have the background. Here we go. So we got the Tesla website pulled up. If you're interested in a Model Y right now, here are all the prices recaps really quickly. If you go to Tesla's website, you can see all the different prices that are available. And right now, for a Tesla vehicle, Tesla Model Y and Model 3, you will get the full $7,500 federal tax credit. That's a tax credit that you get as an individual when you purchase the vehicle and you file for your taxes next year. So that's not something that is discounted off the price of the vehicle, and you have to qualify as an individual yourself to get that full amount of money back. But taking a look at it, Model Y all-wheel drive standard range 47,740, Model Y long range 50,490, and Model Y performance $54,490. And so we've been taking a look at this because a lot of inventory vehicles have started to get some discounts for whatever reason, and some of them seem to have hardware 4.0 as well. Shout out to Brandon Flash for posting this on Twitter. You can take a look at it and see that looks like most inventory Model Ys have a $500 discounts. Many of them have hardware 4.0 as well. And I would say at this point, if you're buying a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, I would try and get, well, really only Model Y, I would try and get the hardware 4, because that way you're going to future proof yourself for the next few years. But you can for sure bet maybe in a couple of years from now, we'll be seeing what, a hardware 4.0, hardware 4.5, or maybe even 5.0. But before I show you the discounts, before I show you the actual vehicles that are out there, and one of them is a Model Y long range that has an over $3,000 discount, definitely consider using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a Tesla referral code before purchasing your Tesla vehicle or ordering a vehicle, you can get anywhere up to 1,500 loot box credits for purchasing a Model 3 or Model Y, which translates to 500 supercharger miles. So first, click open the link first down below in the description, the Tesla referral link, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com. You know, this is probably our most favorite site that we go to almost every single day and take a look at all the different inventory that is out there. And you can see right here on the screen, I've got it sorted down to Model Y already now. I've got it also sorted down to only demos already. And on top of that, I've taken it to the next level, because I know a lot of you out there are interested in the Model Y long range. I mean, even I would consider getting the long range again as well. So I've got it sorted down to the Model Y long range, and you can see right here on the screen right off the bat, there are 1-2 punch. The first one, a black with black interior at an almost $3,000 discount, $2,970. And here is one right below it, a 2023 Tesla Model Y black with white interior, not bad, with an almost $3,120 discount. Both of these priced at $49,000, give or take. Both qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, and both qualify for any state incentives as well, because these vehicles, even though they are demo status vehicles, even though they have some mileage on it, 2,000 to 3,000 miles on both of them, you will still be the first owner of the vehicle. You'll be the first registered owner, and so that way you still qualify for all the different tax incentives that are out there. And so you can essentially, if you qualify as an individual, and if you don't know how the $7,500 federal tax credit works, if you don't know how that actually works, definitely check out some of the videos on the channel. But the quick TLDR is basically you as an individual have to make above a certain income limit, but also under an income limit. I like to tell people anywhere from 75,000 W-2 income single earner all the way up to $150,000, because that shows that you pay enough tax liability through every single paycheck, and you get the full amount, the $7,500, all the way back at the end of when you file for your taxes. And definitely pretty interesting, right? I mean, there's pages on pages of this. Right now there's 71 Model Y long ranges that have a demo status, but if we filter to all the different vehicles, you can see right here on the page 114 discounted Tesla Model Ys available for sale across the country that you can pick up basically by the end of this month. It's the last month of the quarter. Last month it's June, so that's why all these different discounts are out. And I'm actually pretty surprised that Tesla has waited this long, essentially with 3 to 4 days left in the month, to release all these discounted Tesla model vehicles out right now. And so it's going to be a rush. I mean, there's pages on pages of these, and not every single one has that big of a discount, but there's plenty of them that have the $1,500 to $2,700 discount. Even this one right here, Model Y all-wheel drive. This is probably the cheapest, or one of the cheapest Tesla Model Y configured out there in the country. All-wheel drive, black on black, 20-inch rims with a almost $3,000 discount as well. Well, actually, I can tell you what is the cheapest vehicle or cheapest Model Y in the country it is, and it's this one right here, priced at $46,900. Factor in the $7,500 federal tax credit, factor in any sort of state incentives. California has at least a $2,000 one that most people will qualify for. You are pretty much in a Model Y all-wheel drive standard range for about $38,000 to $37,000. But definitely pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has links to all the best credit unions for financing your Tesla, all of them better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right, welcome back. Thanks for coming in. Corgi-san, thank you. Audio sounds good. Thank you. Philip, Akshay, Baka's World, Henry, Steven, thanks for coming in. Steven Tran, Steven Kim, both Stevens, thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. We're going to get to all the live stream comments, but we got a couple topics. It seems like a lot of interesting stuff has happened in the past few days. But on top of that, we do have a giveaway on the channel. So if you're interested in winning a set of all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, sponsored by 3D Mats USA, a premium floor mat company. If you're interested, definitely check out our YouTube community page on the channel. Go to the community page right here, scroll down just a few posts to our, I think it's this one right here, that gives you the link to enter in so that you can follow the instructions to enter in to win it's a 2-week giveaway to win a set of all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y. So congrats, so good luck to everybody that's entering that giveaway, and thank you to 3D Mats USA for sponsoring this giveaway and a bunch of giveaways, or this giveaway this month. And also another announcement, you definitely should hit that subscribe, because in the month of July, we're still working out the details, but it seems like we will be able to give away a Tesla wall connector. So definitely hit that subscribe. It's going to be on a Friday, one of the Fridays. We haven't figured out which one. So definitely hit that subscribe because we're going to be giving away a Tesla wall connector. You heard it right, to one of you out there that will qualify for that. So, all right, water break. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I know we are traveling, so we're on a different setup. So thank you for bearing with us. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for all the like buttons, the comments, and all of that. In this next topic, Tesla sales are up 25% year over year, which is pretty fantastic considering all the different price decreases and adjustments they've had so far. So we'll take a look at the data and see what we're actually talking about. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, but definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Sawyer Mayer for posting this news. Through the first half of 2023, quote, EV sales hit an estimated 6.5% of all new vehicle sales. That's up 25% year over year at Tesla, or Tesla had one of the strongest gains at 25% year over year. That's pretty massive, especially in the US market, but we also got to keep it real, right? Tesla has done a ton of price decreases, increases, adjustments, incentives throughout the year. So it is good to see that they're up over year, but also it's also showing them and proving them right that if they drop the price on something, people will buy it. So hopefully this is a good indicator that's just showing performance to them, that if they drop the price of something, more people will buy their product, and hopefully more incentives and more pricing will come throughout the next few months. Because I've said it before in the past, at the end of each quarter is the best time to buy, especially if you need a car, if you can wait all the way till then. And so the next best time right now, after once June ends in the next few days, will be September, because September is the end of that quarter. And then of course December will be the best, because the next best, because that's the last month of the year, last month of the quarter, last month where Tesla has to hit 1.8 million vehicle sales for the full year. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff, and we probably will see more incentives across the board. Maybe not on the Model Y, because the Model Y is super hot, a lot of people want that car, but more so the Model 3, definitely the Model S, and 100% the Model X. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is sponsored by our Patreon link. Down in the description is the Patreon link to support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. All right, let's see. Let's do one more topic, and then we'll get to the live stream comments. But if you're just joining in, welcome. Tesla has dumped over 100 vehicles into demo status for discounted vehicles. If you go to waitingfortesla.com, and this is what I haven't seen in a while, but if you sort it down to long range variants, that's where you're going to see discounted inventory of up to $3,000 off, maybe even more than $3,000 off. Like this one right here, 2023 Tesla Model Y long range black with white interior, actually really nice. This was near, I don't even know where it is, but that's definitely enticing because of the white interior, and it's got a $3,120 discount, still qualifies for the state incentives, and on top of that still qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. All right, let's see. In this next topic, Tesla seems like has started advertising, because, you know, Elon did say at the last earnings call or the investor day or whatever it was that Tesla will try advertising. And so people speculated which platform. Definitely probably not Twitter, even though Elon owns Twitter, so it'd kind of be like a cycle of money there. But it seems like Tesla has now started to advertise on this platform, so we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best finance rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Yashu Shama on Twitter for posting this. Breaking, quote, Tesla has officially started advertising on Google, verified via the ad transparency tool that Google provides advertisers. Currently 18 ads are launched and likely more coming. So if we take a look at it, you can see we've got what do we got here? We got Tesla Inc. is the topic. We got the United States, around 18 ads, and you can see all the different various screenshots that might be happening. But the key thing here is not all of them are sales ads. You can see the first one here is Tesla Model 3 Model Y, UK's best-selling EV, even though it's an interesting ad for the US market. That might not be correct entirely. And then we've got 3 different ads that are actually about Tesla solar. We've actually seen this before in the past. We have known that Tesla has been advertising for solar, but vehicle, it seems like there's only one ad right here. And so the one thing here is that, I mean, this is probably verified, hopefully, from Tesla, because there has been a lot of scam ads. I don't know if you've all been targeted that, where people are just mimicking other sponsored ads. So you gotta be careful and take this with a grain of salt for whatever it is. But it is interesting that Tesla is dabbling into advertising, just like how Elon promised and said he would. So hopefully this goes well for them. But really the thing is, though, really Tesla, I feel like needs to do a lot more education advertising and explaining to why Tesla vehicles make a lot of sense, both financially and efficient. So really, I would love to see more of that. And they have been doing that on social media and things like that, but I guess they need to see that more in the advertising space. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right, let me get this set up because I forgot to set up the chat. Let me get the overlay link so that we're all linked up. But thanks for jumping in, everyone. Thanks for what is today's Tuesday, right? Happy Tuesday. If you're just joining in, I know the thumbnail title says there is a Tesla Model Y with $3,000 off, and here it is right here on the screen. So if you're interested in a Tesla Model Y with this massive discount, $3,000 off, definitely consider using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a Tesla referral code, you can get an extra 1,500 Tesla loot box credits, which then translates to 500 Tesla supercharger miles. All right, let's see if we can set this up. Okay. Can I do this? Oh, I can do that. Look at that. I can read now. Okay, let's see. How much do you guys predict the Model 3 standard range will cost at the end of September? There is end of quarter expectations and Highland refresh to consider at September time. Baka's World, great, fantastic question. I think it's going to be, it's going to definitely go down to the lowest it's ever been. So I would say another couple $1,000, maybe even $1,000 by the end of that, plus all the different stops. Supercharging miles, maybe 1 to 2 years of supercharging miles. So that's a great point, Baka's World. I would say if you can wait all the way to September and you're okay with buying an older Tesla Model 3, that is 100% going to be the time to try and get it. Henry, if I make 55K, I can't get the 7,500 credit. If you make 55K, you don't get the full amount of the 7,500 credit. The less you make, less than 75,000, you get a depreciating, you get less of the amount. So I think 55K, you get like $4,000 of it, but you don't get the full amount. Why wouldn't you get the tax rate? You're way below the threshold. Steven, great question. We made plenty of videos on this, on how the tax credit it works, and it explains all that. But basically is $75,000 W2 income, you get the full advantage of the 7,500 credit. Anything less, you start to get less and less of that credit back, because it's all about how much money you make and how much taxes you pay as a tax liability, and that's how it actually works. Akshay, is there a way to know if my Model Y has matrix headlights? Basically, you'll look in the headlights and see if there's like a bulb. If there's a bulb in the headlight, that's matrix headlights. If there's no bulb, then no matrix headlights. If it's like a reflector, then that's what. And also, like if it's Fremont, then most likely it's a matrix headlights. Stevens Kim, you can always just ask your rep. I don't know about that. Unless you mean like ask your CPA. Ask your CPA, yes. Steven, How do you know if it has hardware 4.0? Model Ys, if it's got a special camera with like a red ring around it, that's like hardware 4.0. Baka's World, can the EV tax credit be used twice for two different cars in the same year? From my understanding, the answer is yes, but I want to know if anyone else's knows. Yes, Baka's World, yes, you can buy two electric vehicles and get two tax credits of 7,500 as long as your tax liability is more than 7,500. So I see it seems like a lot of you are asking this question. So let me just run through it quickly because you know we're a man of the audience. So let's take a look. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. These oversimplified examples. So basically, we're looking at federal tax liability first, and so we'll do 7,500. And so you basically have to make above, because when you're a W-2 income earner, you pay a little bit of your each paycheck through the federal tax bucket essentially throughout the year. And at the end of the year, you're going to basically pay in this much federal tax, $9,268 by the end of the year if you make $75,000 W-2 income. But you can see if we drop this down to $55,000 as a W-2 income earner, you can see that federal tax bucket goes down to $4,868. So you are not going to get more than what you pay. So if you buy an electric vehicle, Model 3 or Model Y, and you make $55,000 W-2 single earner income, you will only get $4,868 back when you buy a Model 3 or Model Y when you file for your taxes next year. If you want to take advantage of low monthly payments and use financing that takes basically adjust for that federal tax credit now, that's where financing partners like Tenet work down below in the description. Tenet allows you to get a low monthly payment for financing your Tesla because Tenet is an approved Tesla financing company. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description because they allow you to defer a portion of the loan, maybe even that 7,500 federal tax credit, all the way to the end, which then results into a lower monthly payment. And they can do this because they work with credit unions and banks to get you low financing. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. What if you make more than 300K? Do you qualify for the 7,500? If you're married, no, you don't qualify, but there is a workaround. We made a video on that separately. I don't want to get into that completely, but yes, there is a workaround. You got to do some financial planning essentially to work around that $300,000 limit. Steven, do you think they might have any good deal for July 4th? No, I think the deals will end by the end of this month. Mike, they dropped a good 250 Model Ys today. I can only imagine how many Model 3s they'll drop in the next couple of days. Yeah, I mean, Model 3s is a bunch, but maybe they will trickle that in. We just talked about that, and right now there are plenty of deals on the Model Y, $3,000 off on a couple of them that you can get brand new vehicles. Yes, they have some mileage on it, but you will still be the first owner of these vehicles and you'll be able to take advantage of the 7,500 tax credit. Vic, Tesla won't allow you to buy out of area cars. Yeah, unfortunately they get pretty strict on that, and also they do get pretty strict on that on top of that because it is the end of the month and they don't want to ship vehicles. They don't want them to get stuck in logistic hell or transit, so that's why they kind of put a limit on that. And also they've got like some other weird limit on why they actually don't do that as well. But you kind of just got to be patient. You got to wait around and to see if you can actually get one of those vehicles delivered to you right away. But let's see what else we got. In this next quick topic, it seems like another brand has joined the Tesla supercharging party, and now Volvo has joined NACS. So quickly, a quick update here because we'll take a look at what's going on because another OEM has joined the party, and now more Tesla superchargers hopefully are coming out so they won't be as crowded. But if you're just tuning in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking and so it's called, but basically just getting the best thing on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Sawyer Merritt again. Breaking: Volvo to adopt the Tesla North American charging standard by early 2024. Seems like a lot of manufacturers are putting this 2024 carrot out there. So at least what, 2 years from now? Well, existing vehicles may use the supercharger network with an adapter. In 2025, new vehicles will be equipped with the NACS charge point. And so every day or every week, there are more OEMs, more manufacturers joining on this boat. And so it makes me think because we do have a J1772 plug charger hooked up at home, and now I'm wondering, is this J-plug wall charger that I installed going to be obsolete in the near future? But it kind of seems like it. But the good thing, we do have an adapter to adapt to the Tesla vehicle, but I'm wondering if I made that slight mistake there in installing a J1772 plug. But here we've got an infographic, a funny meme about all the different companies that have now joined it, and then now people are saying that CCS is now basically dead. But pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Are you interested in a Volvo? Volvo's going to be coming out with some interesting vehicles coming out soon, right? EX30, a nice SUV for a cheap $35,000. That's going to be very exciting in the next couple of years. But let me know what your thoughts. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel, so definitely check it out if you are interested. If you're just joining in, welcome. I know the title and thumbnail says a lot of discounts are going on, and this is where you can actually see it. If you head on over to waitingfortesla.com, check out the Model Y section. Tesla has dropped over 100 demo discounted Tesla Model Ys available for sale across the country, and on top of that, you can stack it with a beautiful, nicely done Tesla referral code down below in the description, as well, because if you combine it with a Tesla referral code, you can get 1,500 Tesla loot box credits, which then translates to 500 supercharger miles. So the first thing you got to do is click open that referral code down below in the description first, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com, find a vehicle that you're interested, just like this 2023 with black with white interior with an over $3,000 discount. Hit the reserve button. Oh, it looks like it's sold already because it's such a great deal, I would imagine. Here's another one. Oh, I guess that one's also sold already too. I mean, that's pretty much the threshold. If you can find a Tesla Model Y with a $3,000 discount, that's pretty much the cut point right there. So you can see right here, there's another one with a $2,500 discount. You gotta, once you click it open, make sure you see this green check mark that you know is that the Tesla referral code is linked up and ready to go, and then go ahead and proceed to place your deposit so that you can secure your vehicle. But the one caveat is if you're buying a vehicle today, placing a deposit on the website, Tesla is going to pressure the heck out of you to try and take delivery by the end of the month. So definitely be aware about that. In this next topic, so if you've been following the channel, you know that we track Tesla inventory every single day, and good news is now we might probably, it seems like we're going to be having our Tesla inventory tracker back. Shout out to Matt Jung. It looks like the Tesla inventory data trackers are now back, so let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Matt Jung. Quote, Tesla inventory charts for the US data are now once again available. Any data from June 18th to 23rd is likely missing or otherwise incomplete. Data from June 24th onward is accurate, I believe. And so this is good because we have certainly tracked a lot of inventory in the past, because Tesla basically follows the same type of MO. When inventory goes high, incentives start to trickle down and come out. When inventory goes low, that's when price increases start to happen. And so that's when we take a look at the Tesla price history tracker, and we can see all the different price adjustments that we've seen in the past. Just like, for instance, this column right here shows all the Model Y long range price adjustments that have happened in the past 6 months or even more than that. So I'm excited to have this website back again, because now we can take a look at all the different inventory counts that are out there. Like taking a look at the Model 3, and we know that a bunch of Model 3s just disappeared for whatever reason. They went completely ghosted off of the website, and now we are sitting at a nice and decent 257 Model 3s available for sale across the country. But definitely exciting stuff. This is good to hear, good to know, because this is a piece of what we track so that we can see if any more incentives are coming in the near future. But I would say right now the deal seems to be on Model Ys. If you can get $3,000 off, and if you can get a Model 3 for what, $5,000 off, that would be the deal to get, because we saw some Model 3s yesterday or the past few days that were Model 3 performances with like almost $6,000 off. But if you can get a Model 3 long range with like $5,000 off, I would say that would be a nice and decent deal, because of course it does qualify and stacks on top of the 7,500 federal tax credit, and on top of that you can stack it with a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description to get an extra 1,500 Tesla loot box credits or 500 supercharger miles. Definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Shout out to Matt Young for building a great site, and glad that we're able to have it back again so we can keep tracking all the different inventory. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right. We got one more topic and then we'll get into the live stream comments. Thank you for sticking with me. We're traveling today. We got one more day here, and then we will be back tomorrow at our usual scheduled programming. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for coming in. We've got plenty of discount codes down below in the description, and on top of that, we are giving away a set of all-weather floor mats by and sponsored by 3D Mats USA. So if you're interested in winning a set of all-weather floor mats for your Model 3 or Model Y, head on over to our YouTube community page. It's right here on this side right here. Scroll down 5 posts to the giveaway announcement that gives you the link on how you can join and enter in to win a set of all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model Y. In this next topic, so there's a lot of talk about this Model 3 Highland that's coming out. Well, it seems like we've got some sort of confirmation that the design that we've been seeing for a while, these renders, it seemed to be discussed and confirmed. So we'll take a look at it, because a lot of rumors are going around and a lot of confirmation is going around on the Chinese social media network. So we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you are interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Bull Energy. He is an avid Tesla promoter and posting of rumors and renders and things like that. Tesla Model 3 rumors on Weibo. So of course you've all seen this Model 3 render many times before. It's actually by Cybertruck420 or Dominic on Twitter. So shout out to Dominic for posting and creating these beautiful renders. But here's the quote. Quote, "The new Tesla Model 3 is basically this," the blue one that we just saw. "I've heard that the front end has been straightened out and made a little bit more atmospheric. The shifter is really on the screen, like we saw on the Model S and Model X. But the suspension has been tuned for better handling, a unibody diecast is used, and the battery layout has been tweaked. And most importantly, the price remains the same." But of course, one caveat here, this is probably a Chinese network of posting, so the US pricing we still don't know, but it probably will be the same, if not maybe a tinge bit more than what it currently is. Well, if you can wait for the new model at this time, you can use it until 2028. So it will have the same look for at least 5 years. This is probably referencing how the current Model 3 has really not been changed since 2017, 2018. So it's been around for 5 years. And so the new one, the Highland, probably will be around for the next 5 years as well. And then in parentheses, unless the old model has a discount like 190,000, I'm going to say RMB. So let's do the math here. RMB to USD, that's about $26,000. So this person is basically saying unless the new one or unless the old one has a $26,000 discount, buy the wait and buy the new one. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. This is basically some more confirmation that you know, maybe this Model 3 will look just like this. And so I'm definitely excited to wait and see when this will come out, if it's going to come out in the China market first in this next few months, and then probably the US after that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by our Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link for the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. All right, if you're just joining in, welcome. Plenty of discounts out there on Tesla Model Ys. Tesla has dropped over 100 demo Tesla Model Ys into inventory, and there's plenty of massive discounts. the discounted model wise that had like an over $3,000 discount are pretty much gone already, but now we've got two of them right here on the screen, plus many more that have a $2,500 discount. So definitely use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get your extra 1,500 Tesla loot box credits, and then click on over to Waiting for Tesla so that you can purchase and get the referral code link linked up. Alex, so Highland is predicted to come out very soon, and in 2024 we can apply these 7,500 at point of sale. Sounds logical to wait for the Highland. Yeah, I mean, Alex, you're completely correct. If you can wait and you don't need a car right now, it might be a great time to might as well just wait for the new one. I make 110K files single, and I'm likely to get the credit. I bought a home this year. Does that affect my credit? No. Well, it does affect your credit, but you should be fine. As long as you still got good income, you don't have a lot of credit card debt and things like that, you'll be fine. No late payments. How many CVRP dollars left? That's a good question. I haven't checked that in a while. I think the last time we looked at that was it had like $250 million, but that's a good question. Let's see. I want to say they took it away though for whatever reason, because I remember looking on here and then it like disappeared for whatever reason. So let's see. CVRP eligible requirements. No, I don't think it would be here. I think they took it away for. Okay, let's try the Google machine. CVRP remaining funding status. No, that wouldn't be it, huh? Yeah, they took it away, but I want to say it's gotta have like what, at least 150 million left. But still, at the end of the day, get your applications in. Do not stall on that. Apply like the day after you take delivery of your Tesla. Mike, have you ever ordered a vehicle that's giving you an option credit at the end of the month? Say example, the sport wheels. It'd be nice to get those for free at a $1,500 discount. I have personally never done it, but yes, it is possible. I've talked to many people that has happened to them before. Paul, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Mike, think the Highland will beat the 138, 128 Highland the current model gets? I think it's gonna be the same actually. Tuan, thanks for coming in. Is it a good idea to go to my local Tesla showroom and ask if they're selling their demo? Yeah, why not? Or even just place a deposit after using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get linked up and ready to go at the end of the day. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Definitely check out our giveaways on the channel on the community page. Thank you to 3D Maths USA. Definitely check out some of our Tesla discount codes in the description as well if you're looking to purchase some Tesla accessories. And on top of that, thanks for all the subs, thanks for all the likes, and I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya.